Well, I think we have found a lot of artifacts, but they're not talked about. They're not well known, and many of them have actually been hidden or suppressed or removed. So we don't even have the full scope of what has been found because of that. The more I look into this, the more I'm taken aback by the amount of artifacts that have been found and that I have never heard about my entire life. We're not taught about most of them in school. There's not a lot of info about them. And as you look into it, there's a theme of, something is found and the Smithsonian or another government entity kind of swoops in, and that's the last that is heard of it. Whereas on the flip side, the artifacts in the Middle East are heavily promoted and talked about. Just a few of the things that have been found in America that I've looked into recently are the Back Creek artifacts. There's a massive 35-mile long metropolis that was partially buried under Lake Mead. That dates back much, much earlier than the recent Native Americans that we know about in history. There are dozens and dozens, hundreds of giant bones, giant skeletons that have been found. In the Southwest, also a tremendous amount in the Midwest and along the East Coast. There are lots of mummies, lots and lots of mummies, Egyptian style mummies. There was a highway that was found underground that went underneath the Mississippi River in St. Louis. It was a large roadway with chambers off to the sides with either Egyptian or Assyrian style carvings and artifacts. There are large underground temples that have been found. For example, there is an underground temple that was found in Missouri with chambers multi-stories high, polished stone, intricate stone carvings, and burial chambers and altars. There are petroglyphs that speak of Jesus Christ, petroglyphs that speak of Noah and Moses. There is the stone with the Ten Commandments carved on it, down in New Mexico, right? And never mind the immense amount of mind-boggling things that have been found in the Grand Canyon. There were Greek mounds found in Alaska. There were entire cities covered in ice found in Alaska. There are cities buried underneath of cities. I actually recently heard of a Canadian city that has a city buried underneath of it that dates back 5 to 10,000 years. There are walls comparable to the Great Wall of China in Texas and Colorado. And then not to mention all the incredible research that is going on online now, people questioning the age of a lot of the buildings in America. A good example of this is the buildings in San Francisco. People are finding very strong evidence that a lot of these locations and these buildings in cities existed previously, in that they were resettled. There's star forts, Roman coins, Greek coins. These are just some of the examples I'm thinking off the top of my head. I just think there's a lot more than people realize. But the thing is, you have to go looking for it because it's not put in front of our face. And it takes a while to figure out where to look. It's taken me a while, and I'm still figuring it out. It takes a while to figure out what you're looking for and how to search for it and what resources are available to search in. But when you start looking, it's really, really fascinating what you can find.